Good morning. Elle Ingalls here at pressure-free.com. And we're going live on Facebook this morning. If you're seeing this on Instagram or LinkedIn on the replay, I'm so glad that you're taking a glance at this. This is Living Pressure Free with Elle. Every weekday, Facebook Live, 8 a.m. And topic today, generational habits of reaction. Breaking the habit of being stressed out from all the generations that have been stressed out before you. So I'm bringing up this topic this morning because I was working with a client yesterday who said, I'm breaking the generational stress. And I thought about that for a moment and I thought, oh my gosh, that's what we did with our family. We broke the generational stress of our parents. And this is something that unless you know, you don't know what you don't know, and unless you know what's really going on with the fight or flight stress response, you're releasing stress hormones and it's changing your behavior from what I refer to as your true self. So before 2010, I was a pretty decent human, but I would trigger the stress response a lot for all kinds of little annoyances. I still have to be vigilant. I still have to work on it. How incredibly different it was, though, when I began to recognize my triggers and figure this all out. So Trigger Tuesday is what I'm going to start doing on Tuesdays is let's identify a trigger that might have been going, something your parents triggered over or your grandparents triggered over. And the one I want to bring forward this morning is about money, because finances and money, no matter how much you have, tend to be a major stressor in people's lives. If you have a lot of money, for example, I have a friend who just every morning he takes a look at his portfolio. And when he clicks that button and sees his portfolio, it literally decides if he feels great that day or not, just by looking at it. So if you have a lot of money or you don't have enough money, there's usually stress around money. And the thing that I bet you can go back in time and think about something your parents argued over. And a lot of times it's money. We can't afford that. But she wants to take violin lessons, but we can't afford that. We can't afford that talk. And so I want you to take a look for a moment this morning and think, what around money causes you to trigger? Is it when you look at your bank balance and it's not as big as you think it should be? Is it when you go to really want to spend some money on something and you're like, no, I can't afford that. I can't do that. What do you argue about money with your partner, your spouse, your children, your parents? What are the arguments around? And can you start to change that? What are the words you use around money? Because that's really, really important. How we talk about money in our families gets passed down and can cause rebellion, or it can cause imitation. I talk about this with triggers. You'll either imitate what your parents did, or you might rebel against it and do something different. So I guess us pressure-free people are a little bit rebellious. We don't want to fall into the trap of going under the line and triggering the stress response, because that changes everything. It changes how you feel. It changes your health. It changes how you behave. So pause for a moment today in any sort of money deal and ask yourself, oh yeah, am I imitating what my parents did? Am I overreacting when I look at that bank balance? Am I triggering the stress response over something about money? Here's a case in point. Getting ready to get on here this morning. Let's get exactly the message here, unless I deleted it already. Get a message. It says, We've been trying to reach you about suspicious activity on credit card ending in blah, 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 and have sent text message alerts, but we have not heard from you. Reply yes if authorized, reply no if not authorized. Have you ever gotten one of those before? The moment you see the word suspicious activity, right? It's like, oh no, does somebody have my credit card? You don't even know what it's about. Like it's just seeing the message, just receiving the message can cause you to trigger the stress response. So watch out for those little deals. Like anything that comes on here, like text stress or text stress, excuse me, there's text stress and then there's text stress. So if a text message comes in that can be concerning, make sure you keep your abs relaxed. In fact, if you, anything you do on your phone, notice if your abs are tight or relaxed. If they're tightening up, it's because you're anxious about something, you're worried about something. Maybe you play comparisitis on social media and you feel left out, or all those weird things that people do sometimes, sometimes you need to take a break from social media or keep your abs relaxed when you look at it. So money is the deal today. That's the thing I want you to notice. It's a trigger for a lot of people, things about money. And notice your words about money. That can be super powerful. I think Friday I mentioned, but I want to mention again here that I really took on a couple big challenges for 2022. First, coming on every day, every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. for you. Secondly, I've created my first certification program. So it's the premier class of the certification program that kicks off mid-February, and you still have time, or someone you know still has time to have a talk with me to see if this is a good program for you. What's going to happen in that program is that you're going to learn the pressure-free method, learn how to master the pressure-free method, and learn how to coach it and teach it to other people. So anyone in the helping fields, if you're a coach of any kind, athletic coach, business coach, life coach, if you are a mental health professional, if you are an educator of any kind, if like a music education and you're doing one-on-one lessons, this performance certification can be huge for you. Performance coaching certification on the pressure-free method. And anyone in the physical health field, so physicians, PAs, nurses, firefighters, police officers, anyone in the helping fields, getting this certification and going deep and lifting up the hood to understand the science behind pressure-free method could be so life-changing for you, for everyone in your personal life, and everyone in your professional life, and all your clients and patients and team members, the people that you support and love and are working with to help them have a better life. This will help them get their desired results faster. That's what pressure-free does. I didn't ever think of myself as a stress coach at first. I thought of myself as a high performance coach. I'm going to take you from here to here because we're going to get rid of the mess. And then what I realized was we're getting rid of the mess of stress. And this is huge and so profound, so much deeper than I ever thought it would be. So now I want to pass on that knowledge. It'll be 12 years in 2022 that I've been in business. And I want to pass this on to others so that we can start coaching people pressure-free all around the world. So if you have friends around the world in any of these professions too, not sure what year one will bring with this premier class, but by year two, I would like to have pressure-free happening in every single, at least 6 continents. I don't know if we can get Antarctica in there, but at least 6 continents. So I wish you a beautiful pressure-free day. Truly mean that from my heart. Notice your money triggers. They can be really sneaky. So watch what words are coming up and what thoughts are coming up about money. That will clue you in to see if you are triggering the stress response about money, or anything you're doing with money, like your statement, like looking up your balance, having to make a purchase, anything like that, or getting an unexpected bill. Watch your reaction. See if you can use that 10-second window to not overreact. Keep your abs relaxed, maybe smile a little bit. Those are easy ones in counteracting what happens when we trigger about money. And I could coach about money. Actually, I have a whole course about money. I could coach about money for days because it's a subject I think is so important. I grew up with a bank president dad, and money can be a big trigger. So have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.